What is going on, YouTube? It is Thursday night. Well, we're having a hell of a pullback right now. I kind of anticipated this coming. I mean, Bitcoin a couple of days ago, we had a pretty good run up, but then I had a feeling that this was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to happen to quite this extent. But this is Crypto Vision, by the way, and we're going to take a look at a new coin again, kind of like an old friend again, Zcash. I decided today to get back in. I sold out a little bit of a good portion of my Litecoin. I still got almost a half a Litecoin yet, but I just decided to go ahead and get back into Zcash because we got that fork coming up. For every no matter what the amount of coin of Zcash you have, you get a Ycash. And the last BCH, I'm not saying Zcash is BCH, but the last fork BCH had, you got a 1-for-1 or whatever the amount of BCH you had, you got that of Bitcoin, you got the Bitcoin ABC. Well, actually, all I got was Bitcoin BSV, which was Bitcoin Vision, I believe is what it's called. But that coin is worth $160, and I wish that I could afford at the time to buy more than just a little bit. I got about $10 worth of it, but I still got my coin. So this time around, I've got one full Zcash. I wish I could afford more, but hey, I'm broke. So, that's just the way it goes. But at least I have a full Zcash, so that means in 7 days after the fork is over with, on the date of July 18th, you got to be holding in your account, whatever it is you can afford, and they will give you whatever you have the amount of, that amount in Ycash. So I'm thinking, I don't want to pretend how much I think that Ycash is going to come out at. So, I thought, what the hell? I'll just, sell out some of my Litecoin. Like I said, I still hold some Litecoin right now. But, I just thought, why not go ahead and get the Zcash? Because I'd feel pretty silly if Zcash or the Ycash came out and 2 or 3 months later down the road, I look on there and hey, Ycash is worth $250, and it's like, holy smokes, I could have had, $250 free there, So don't forget, guys, you got the fork coming up in 7 days. Today's the 11th, so it's going to be on the 18th, from what I understand. Big fork coming up. They call it the first friendly fork. So, but remember, you got to make sure that your exchange will support this fork. To my knowledge, I think Coinbase does. So let's go ahead and get into the analysis here. Like I said, it looks like all across the board, this has been a pretty deep day today. We've had a lot of deep, pretty steep fall-offs. Some coins are double-digit, negative. I mean, Jesus Christ, this is really... some of these coins I'm seeing 13% down, 11% down. So we'll take a look at what's going on. All right, Zcash is your number 25 token. You've got a market cap of about 616 bill, it looks like. Or wait a minute. No, wait a minute. 616 million. No, it can't be. 616 bill. If I'm wrong, forgive me. I'm a little bit out of it. I just woke up, so hey. But anyway, we are now currently at 88.70, so that's not too bad. And we are down 7.80%. And by that, me waking up, I usually take a nap in the middle of the day after I get off work, so I don't want nobody to think I'm a lazy bum or anything. So anyway, okay, take a look at that 24-hour chart. Yep, look at this. This is about where everything fell out. Started out the day at about 96.25. Retraced about 95.18. Then recovered 95.49. And right here's where the cliff fell off. You fell all the way to about $88.86. And then you kind of kept slipping there to about $87.45. Then you popped to about $92.74. Ping-ponged a little bit. Guys, I'm going to call for Zcash today. $87.45, your low. And let's see, so far your high today will be $96.25. Guys, remember, fork's coming. I think that might drive up the price a little bit. Top side $125 to maybe $150 if there's a lot of excitement generated by this fork. And, or we might just stay at where we're at. I don't really see it sliding that much more. Worst case scenario, we drop maybe another 10 or 15 bucks tomorrow. But I think we're going to eventually start recovering, so don't start freaking out. I knew this pullback was coming. I just knew that with Bitcoin running up the way it did to almost 13 grand, and now it's kind of coming back down to earth again. Remember that old saying, what goes up must come down. So, it's just kind of, the market's just correcting itself. We got to get the RSIs back to normal again. If I were to, just like today, they don't have a convert version for Zcash on Coinbase yet. So I got in at about, I think I got in at about $87, maybe $88 or something like that. So I felt pretty comfortable with that kind of a price entry point. And I'm just going to hold on. And now what my plan is after the fork is over with, I want to save at least a half a Zcash. And I want to get, I've got a half a Litecoin now, and I want to go ahead and use that money, hopefully, if I'm not priced out, if Litecoin hasn't gone crazy in 7 days, I'm going to try to get back to my full Litecoin again. But, I've always been a fan of Zcash, so we'll see how it goes. Let's move on to the next coin, which is going to be Chainlink. Chainlink is at number 17. You've got a market cap of $992,000, it looks like. $2.83 is your total, and right now you are down down 0.87%. No big deal. Let's take a look at that 24-hour chart. And today you started out the day at about $3.09, popped about $3.11. Ping-ponged a little bit. Then you fell to about $2.92. Look at that, you shot all the way back up to $3.03, so you made a little bit of money there. Ping-pong action here. Fell to $2.88. $2.80. So $2.79 so far is going to be your low. And your high, $3.03. So guys, like I said before, don't panic. Looks like Chainlink coin is going to be a great coin. As soon as I do make a little bit of money, I'm going to invest in maybe at least 25, maybe 30 Chainlink coins and just kind of hold it in my back pocket. I think this could be easily a $10 to $50 coin. I'm going to continue to maintain that, and I'm going to continue to preach. Hold on to it. Don't get panicked. Don't sell it. The only sell, my recommendation is only sell when you need to. Don't sell out just because of Joe Blow's selling out or somebody else is selling out. Don't give into that temptation, because then you're going to have seller's regret later, and you don't want to do that. All right, let's move on to the next coin here. And your next coin is going to be Bitcoin Cash at number 5. Oh, look at that. Litecoin's beat out Bitcoin Cash. They're so close in their market caps. I think for the next few days, they're going to be kind of playing tag with each other. You're going to kind of see it's kind of be kind of a race for a little while until Litecoin. I think once the fork happens, you're going to see a massive amount of volume coming into the thing. That's why I at least wanted to keep half my foot in the door with almost having a half a Litecoin, because I know that at least if I have a half a Litecoin, hell, I'll still make some money off of it. So, But anyway, Bitcoin Cash has a market cap of 6.361 bill. Right now you're at 355.66 and you're down 8.06%. Let's take a look at that 24-hour. And it looks like you started out the day, guys, at about 386.68. Ping-ponged a little bit here. And right around here's where everybody fell off the cliff to about 328.48. That would have been a good entry point. And then you ping-pong for the whole good part of the day here. Kind of dipped a little bit here again to 336.38. And then you shot up to about 351. So actually, guys, Bitcoin Cash is not looking too bad right now. Your high today is going to be 386.68, and your low is going to be right around in this area here, about 327.27. So, like I said, don't sell unless you have to. Bitcoin Cash is looking pretty good. We just needed this minor correction here just to get things calmed down. So don't panic. Don't pull a me and sell your full Ethereum, the only coin that you got, and feel stupid about it later. So please don't make that same mistake. All right, let's move on to the next coin, which is Litecoin, and it's number 4. You got a market cap of 6.464 billion. Right now, we're at about $103.23, which is a very reasonable price. We're down 3.87%. Let's take a look at the 24-hour action here. Look at that, guys. Basically, with the variance here and there, kind of just about the same pattern. Started out the day at about 107.16, and then right around here, $98. And let's see, where is it here? Yeah, 98 is going to be your low for Litecoin today. Right around here is going to be your high, 101.88. No, actually, 107.16, 107.48. So like I said, guys, don't panic about this. I would feel real good at getting in. If I was going to go full blast and say if I had $50 to spend today and I wanted to get my Litecoin back to 1 again, I would like to see, maybe give it another day or so. Is it going to continue to drop? Or maybe give it another 5 or 6 hours. Is it going to continue to drop? Are we going to see maybe 95 again? I would like to get back in maybe at about 95, maybe 92, just for fun, just see what happens. But right now, actually 99 is not a bad price to get in either. So Litecoin, this is just a correction. I can guarantee you almost, I don't know the future, but I've seen it happen too many times. It will recover. These markets will recover. Like I said in the last video, this market will recover. Don't panic. And some people are saying that now instead of a $600 Litecoin, it's Charlie Lee was saying, the creator of Litecoin, you're probably more than likely going to see about 140, 150 tops, around the halving, and maybe 200 toward after the halving, and then you're going to have a bit of a sell-off as you normally do and stuff like that. But we'll see what happens. Nobody knows what it's going to do, so we'll just have to see what happens. Let's move on to XRP, number 3. And XRP has got a market cap of 14.110 bill. We're at about 33 cents. You're down 8.15%. Let's take a look at that 24-hour. And your 24-hour, you started out the day at about 35 cents. Ping-ponged around, about the same kind of pattern here. You fell to about 32 cents. So you see, 36 to 32, you're talking a 4-cent difference. That's what I'm saying about XRP being a really good stable coin. If you had $500 or $600 into it and it only fell 2 or 3 cents, that's not going to kill you. It might kick your ass a little bit, but it's not going to kill you. You're not going to be completely devastated. Whereas if it lost a $70 or $80 value, that would kick your ass. But XRP looks pretty good. So far, your high for XRP today is going to be 36.2. let's see. Yeah, 36.2 I believe is going to be your high. And your low, right around this point, 32.8. Just a lot of ping pong, guy. A lot of, XRP, you're just in a massive consolidation period right now. So I really think when this coin does pop, it's going to pop. So I'm going to maintain $10 to $35 range. I mean, the sky's the limit on this one. Let's move on to the next one, which is Ether. And Ether's number 2, of course. You got a market cap of 29.045 bill. Right now, if I had the money, I would definitely get in. It's 271.81, which is a great entry point. What this is, guys, think of this dip right now. Don't be pissed off and depressed. Think of this as a great opportunity to get in at a really cheap price, because all these coins, like Ether, for the longest, like for the past 2 or 3 weeks, we've been at a $300 plus price tag. And we know that those are not really levels that it's going to maintain. It's not something that's sustainable. So I'm thinking that the support area for Ethereum right now is between $270 and $300. I want to see, not 2017, I've said this 100 times, but I want to see a slow and steady climb. I don't want to see a huge run up like we did in 2017, because then what happens? You come crashing down to earth. And a lot of people lost their asses on it. So, it's better to just slow and steady. We're down right now 5.37%. Let's take a look at that 24-hour. Then we'll wrap things up with Bitcoin and the overall market. And that'll be it for tonight. Basically, same pattern. Started out at about 287.04. Retraced a little bit to 281.79, kind of popped a little bit here and there, and boom, right there. Fell all the way to about 268.47, which would have been an amazing opportunity to pick up some cheap Ethereum. Kind of ping-ponged a little bit here, a lot of sideways going on. And right around here, you pop back to about 267. So right now, your high is going to be 287.04. And your low is going to be about 268.47. So guys, Ethereum will be back to 300 again. I think you're going to be in this pattern where it's going to jump to 300, and then after a few days consolidate down to about maybe 270, 280. So what those time periods of time, if you got to have the strength and the patience to wait it out. But if you can do that, if you're strong enough to do that, you can make some real decent money at that. You just sell off at about 300, because I think the max we've gotten to about Ethereum is about maybe 330. I think 330 is your top resistance right now for Ethereum. And your low right now, your support is about 270. It usually stops maybe 260, 270 area. So Ethereum is looking really, we needed this correction, but it's going to start gaining strength again. So we'll see what happens with that. All right, we're moving on to the final coin for tonight, and it is Bitcoin number 1. It's got a market cap of 203 trillion. We're down to 11,405.70, and we're down 5.13%. Not bad. Let's take a look at your 24-hour. And for BTC, you started out the day at about 11,954.69, popped to about 12,082.51. And then you kind of just rolled right on down to about 11,441. 11,441, I think so far. No, 1170 is going to be your low for today. And your high is going to be about 12,065. So guys, I think Bitcoin's looking pretty good. As I said 100 times already, we needed this correction. We need to calm things down, but as soon as things start getting back to normal, we'll ride this puppy right back to the top to about 14 grand again. And let's take a look at the overall market, and then that'll call it a day. I know it's kind of gone on a little bit longer, and I do apologize for that. Your total market cap is 311 bill. You got a 24-hour volume of 90 bill. And right now, Bitcoin dominance is about 65.1%. So it is Thursday night going into Friday. Guys, have a good, safe Thursday night. Peace out. This is Crypto Vision signing off.